Well, I'll tell you what an unbelievable atmosphere out there tonight that our fans created, giving us that home field advantage. Great win, great win. I can't tell you how proud I am of this team, of our coaches, handling all the adversity that we had to go through all year, to come in and, with all the different injuries we've had, everything that's going on, to come in and play the game that we played tonight was pretty special. Found a way to win the game. Found a way to win, and that's what's most important. Unbelievable job. Our fans, everything, get this trophy back home where it belongs is a special, special deal. No, it was pretty amazing. Dr. Sills, before the game, had flown in from Nashville to check him out. Honestly, and you can talk to my wife, I talked to her, today, and I said, there's no chance he's playing. And Dr. Sills came in and said, I saw him 2 weeks ago, and I would have thought, he'd be lucky to play in the bowl game. And he came in and he said, he goes, I've never seen it before. It must be a miraculous recovery. He was getting updates and reports, and he said, must be a miracle. And he said he's clear. I'm to clear him to go play in the game. I talked to Dak. I said, you got to convince me to let you go play. He said, the concerns just if he gets hit, how confident he's going to be, what he's going to do. Boy, hard to say, maybe. I looked at that time of the game, and it was something I looked at and I said, I'm not going to play in the first half. Because I knew he wasn't 100%. And he said, I'm good with that, coach. He said, I'm nervous about getting hit. What it's going to be like. I turned to him right there in the fourth quarter. I said, you want to go? And he said, just put me in. And hard to believe. Imagine that there wasn't any divine intervention out there on that field today. I asked the team before the game to dedicate the game to somebody. And write a letter why they dedicated it to that person. And you can ask him who he dedicated his performance to. Doesn't surprise me. I'm kind of worried about what we're going to do and how to get some first downs and get some points on the board, but it doesn't surprise me. Kind of a heroic effort by him, to come in that position and coming down. And give credit. You look at all our quarterbacks and what we had to go through. Damian Williams, unbelievable performance to me tonight. Had some drop balls. Come in as a true freshman. All I hear about is freshman. True freshman on our team came in finally, and and made an awful lot of big plays. And he was one of them. Did an unbelievable job managing. But all our quarterbacks should. Tyler Russell put us in the position here last week to go win the bowl today. Damian did an unbelievable job during his time. And then when we got to the fourth quarter, where we wanted to be, I knew it. It's a tough call to play Dak. And when I met with the doctors, and one of the things, most important one they said was he shouldn't get hurt anymore. That was the biggest concern. If you put him in a game and he got hit, that it could cause longer-term damage. They said he's cleared to go. There's no threat of longer-term damage. So, we kind of wanted to get into the fourth quarter of the game and try to put him in. And we did that, and he did that, and an amazing effort.
Can you go through those 2 fourth down plays? The first one, we're looking. We're going to go with Devonville and try a 53-yard field goal. Honestly, the scariest one of that was they still had timeouts left. We would have given them the ball. And, they got a kicker with a cannon of a leg not far out. And looked at 4th and 10. And obviously, wish it was shorter. Kind of liked the call that we had. For the call, we decided to go with it to try to push it closer, and we did get in field goal range right there at the end. And then in overtime, right there, we got the ball down on the 3-yard line. We're here to win, I felt pretty good about giving the ball to Dak, and being able to find a way to get in the end zone.
Coach, talk about
absolutely. Well, he's a competitor now. You know, I mean, he is, and he's as tough as they come. You know, I mean, I've been around guys that are tough before, you know, and I've been around guys that are quarterbacks like that and competitors. And, I mean, I've been around another 15 probably similar to him that, you know, I don't think he felt any pain no matter what the situation would have been in that situation back. He was going to get the ball. He came off on that fourth down. They called timeout. Oh, we hadn't called timeout. Called a play. We actually switched the calls because he came over and said, "I'm going to score." He said, "Give me the ball. I'll get the job done." So that was a pretty easy decision. I'm a big genius coach to get that done.
Coach, on the other side of the ball, about the job that you missed, scouting and not that anything we stars that pretty good.
Well, it was going to be, open field tackling was going to be a huge deal, we felt, all night long. You know what I mean? Their game is to get the ball in the open field and let guys go make some plays with it. And I thought all night long, I really did a great job not giving up a big play. You know, they've been a big play team. You know, we bent a little bit but didn't break. And, you know, but that open field tackling was huge. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, defense, you know, our defense helped them 3 points. And that's pretty good. That was a pretty good effort. You know, talk about it. You know, we talked about it with Damian coming in the game. You know, possibly the freshman, other guys are going to have to step up, make plays, do things, and not put it all on his shoulders. We're able to do that. We didn't have to put it all on his shoulders. He did a great job to get us to do what we were able to do.
Dak been able to do in practice all weekend?
Nothing. You know what? One day he came out there, you know, because nobody touched. We didn't have pads all practice, and he took a couple reps on Tuesday. You know, because the trainers, I said, hey, if we could get him going Tuesday, I think he'll play in the game. And the trainers looked at me, I mean, he doesn't even have full range of motion when he's on, they can't move it. And he took some reps, you know, I mean, I don't want to keep him feeling positive and good about himself, so he took some reps on Tuesday's practice, and he did a good job with it. You know, I mean, it wasn't like, you know, fortunately, I mean, it was his left shoulder, so he could throw the ball and do some things like that. Knew the game plan, knew what we were trying to do, and so he did it. And you know, I mean, he didn't take a whole lot of reps. He tried to get a couple here and there. I didn't give him to him because I didn't think there was any chance he was going to play. I thought Damian did a great job for him. Under the circumstances he was put in, you know what? I thought he did an amazing job. I mean, the moment wasn't too big for him. You know, I mean, he came in, and you're a true, I don't know how many true freshmen started, I guess we're on the winning team of the Egg Bowl, you know? Who else? There have?
John Bond was one.
I'm asking the right people. I think, holy cow.
Actually, John.
Oh, there's a couple Mississippi State guys. Who John mentioned?
Two things. One.
Well, yeah, I mean, Dr. Schultz came in from Nashville and checked him out, and, you know, I mean, as a specialist, and he said he looked at me and he said, I wasn't expecting to clear him today. After my examination, I've talked, you know, did research, he had talked to other people, you know, I mean, I think he's as expert as they come, but he did talk to a lot of other people on top of it. He said he can go. He goes, I don't know what one hit, he might be one and done, one play and out, but it will, you know, there should be no, you know, I mean, no any further injury to come more than probably just elongating the current injury. And you know, so they told me it was before warm-ups, and I went and grabbed Dak, and you know, and I think when I talked, I think he kind of knew the plan. I was hoping we could get into that. It got to the situation I wanted to get it to, where it got into the fourth quarter. It was a tight game, and I even told him it was 10-7. I looked at him, and I said, if we hold them here, I'm going to put you. You know, he wanted. I said, are you ready to go? He said, put me in. I'm ready to go. And I said, if we hold them here and it's still 10-7, I'm going to put you in. and we held it and we went the rest of the way.
The other thing is he, could you just talk about what the last
I don't know. You know, I mean, fortunately, he is football. We have a really close team. We have a family. You know, we're a family as a team, so he has a lot of guys there to take care of him. I think, you know, and obviously dealing with the injury, dealing with all the things going on in his personal life, dealing with other guys. But you know what? If he gets to look in the room at a guy, Tyler Russell, who found a way last week to kind of give a heroic performance. And, you know, sitting right across from him, and I know they're so close that, you know, I think all of that stuff keeps him going. And, well, you know, I mean, he's a great kid. He's a special kid. To deal with what he's dealt with this year and get the performance he gave.
Have you done 1A yet?
That's pretty good.
Okay, I'm going to do that, and then I'll do a side.
I said, I think earlier in the year,
They're kind of
you know,
handling it 1A.
it's kind of signed up stuff.
Yeah, I hadn't even started
Can you
that.
step away from football? What does it mean to you? Let him, see him have the moment that he had.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I believed in him from the second the second I put him on the field. I felt we were going to win the game. That's the kind of the confidence and faith I have in him. You know, and you see that in guys that he was going to will it to happen, and he certainly did that. And I couldn't be proud. I told the guys downstairs I didn't even talk much. You know, I know the greatest part I get to hand this trophy to Dr. King. He gets to lead the fight song in the locker room. That's something special. Being able to, it's the fourth time we've been able to do that now in 5 years is unbelievable. I told our guys that for feeling, look, we're going to have a great bowl experience. But I told those guys I was so proud of them. Look at what we've accomplished this year. Not just our players and our coaches. I know. Obviously, would we like to be better than 6-6? I'm sure we would. Were there more opportunities to do that? I'm sure there were. I look at a lot of teams, though, that are looking to go play New Year's Day and then play our schedule and have the same record against the top 20, 15 teams or top 20 teams that we have. You know, I mean, as many wins as we do. And I think for us, you know, obviously the bowls feel going to be interesting for us now because, I mean, we finished, I guess, ahead of the school up north, not overall, the conference record, and both 3-5. We won the head-to-head, so I would hope that, you know, looking at that, you know, I know they want us to play tough teams, non-conference. Our one non-conference loss is a team that's number 5 in the country, so you don't get much tougher scheduling than that non-conference. So hopefully the league gives us the nod and we get the higher bowl.